Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all doing well. I wanted to do a video today about how to elevate your style through basics. I have a little edit of basic items that I've prepared here that have a bit of a twist or a flair to them, and I feel like these pieces have actually elevated my entire wardrobe and my entire style. All of these pieces reflect my own personal style really well, which is kind of like modern but romantic, and I feel like having a little edit of basics in your wardrobe that captures your style can really make the biggest difference to bring your whole style and bring everything together. Before we start talking about these basics today, I feel like it's really important to get a sense of what your personal style is. I'm going to share a few my style boards up on the screen to give you a bit of inspiration of what they look like, but we all have different tastes and we all have different style, and I feel like it's nice to establish that before we kind of start looking for these elevated basics. If you guys enjoyed this video, please hit the like button below and let's get started. My first elevated basic is this Balzac t-shirt. I've actually found over the years I'm not a huge white t-shirt wearer. I love them. I think they're great pieces in any wardrobe, especially if you find one that fits you really well. But they're just not pieces that I find myself actually wearing a ton of. Instead, I find that I reach for these like little elevated t-shirts a lot more. This is a really lovely crew neck silver t-shirt. It is very feminine with these little ruffles on the sleeve. You've got quite a bit of room through the body and it is cut somewhat boxy, but because the material is slinkier, you don't feel the boxiness when you're wearing it. It tucks into jeans and skirts really well because how slinky the material is, and I just can't get over how sweet this top is, especially for being a really comfortable t-shirt. I feel like this is a really good example of a basic elevating my style. Wearing a white t-shirt and jeans is not really something that I find incredibly true to my style, but having this little t-shirt with like the ruffled details and tucking it into a pair of jeans, I feel like just really elevates my look because it is just more me and true to my taste and style. This t-shirt is from Balzac, which is a sustainable French brand. Also comes in a variety of different colors, not just the silver. The next elevated basic is this Cezanne Paloma cami top. This is a silk cami and I actually have the white version on inside the sweater right now. I wasn't a cami top person for such a long time until I found these, and I've fallen in love with them in the last like 6 months or so. So I got the white first, and then I loved it so much I decided to pick up the black as well. These are pretty simple, but it just has this lace detailing on the front and the back on the neckline, which I find just incredibly flattering, but also just true to my style. It's just a bit of lace and embroidery detail, but I just find that it makes such a big difference when I wear this top. I feel like I'm going to use a jeans example a lot, but just tucking this simple top into a pair of jeans or into a midi skirt, this detail makes the biggest difference in adding a bit of a feminine touch to the outfit. If I compare side by side what a black top might look with jeans versus what this cami looks with jeans, I feel like there is a huge difference because this little feminine touch just instantly kind of captures my style into the outfit. I think a really important thing with basics is just not to settle for anything less than perfect. There are so many styles out there that you can try on before deciding on one, so I feel like really kind of hold out until you find the right one for you. So the next elevated basic are these Uniqlo jeans. These are a white jean and they're very wide-legged. I absolutely adore these pants and I've spoken about them so much, so you guys will not be surprised at all that they're in this video. So these jeans have elevated my style because it just has given me so many new looks to try. I'm so used to wearing darker bottoms, like darker jeans, darker black pants for example, and styling the pieces that I would have normally worn with the darker bottoms with white jeans just adds so many new looks into my wardrobe. Not to mention the wide-legged look I think is very chic. Even though it might not be as flattering as like a skinny jean, I feel like there's something very effortless about this look that is very true to my style and what I am trying to go for. So the next pieces I want to talk about are these striped shirts. So I have this one from Uniqlo which I've had in my wardrobe for 5 years, and as my style has evolved in those 5 years, which is, you know, quite considerably, This has still been one of my classics in my wardrobe that is just easy to wear, super comfortable, and I feel like you can't go too wrong with a piece like this. I recently got this slightly fancier one from Cezanne in this brown and ecru colorway. So the reason why I decided to pick this up is because I wear this one so much. I feel like lately I've been gravitating towards a lot of warmer tones like a brown, a beige, a tan, and this kind of fits in with that color palette perfectly. It has two buttons on the left shoulder. They're kind of like a tortoise shell with gold rims. It's a really cute detail that makes this classic piece feel a bit more dressy and a little bit more like put together. As much as I love the navy and white one and it's a classic in my wardrobe, I will always love something like that. This piece with the different color combination as well as the button details have just added a bit more oomph, I feel like, to my basics wardrobe and given some of my more basic looks a bit of a elevated twist to it. I also have this Doan shirt dress that I wanted to quickly talk about. I have realized over the years that I'm not much of a traditional shirt dress girl, even though this seems like the more classic choice. I've recently added this Doan Joan dress to my collection, which kind of replaces the shirt dress I just showed. So sometimes the more classic version may not necessarily be for you. So when you're picking out your basics, just make sure they're true to you and not necessarily just what is classic out there. Because sometimes a piece just won't work for everyone, depending on so many different factors. I feel like this is the perfect example of an elevated basic. It has so many classic details such as the blue stripes, as well as being a shirt dress. However, it's also just super long and voluminous, quite oversized, and feels like it has a super casual vibe, which is just a bit more in keeping with what I wanted from a dress like this. I feel like this dress has done a really great job of elevating my style. Once again, just has so many of the details that I absolutely love and feel super confident in, while still keeping some of the classic elements of the shirt dress that I had originally liked. In terms of knitwear, there's only one style that I really love and want to talk about with you guys today. I am specifically talking about these ones from Cezanne that I find incredibly versatile in my wardrobe. This is the Gaspard knit that I have spoken a ton about, and this is one of my favorite styles ever, I think. It is reversible, which is why I love it so much. You got the classic sweater look on one side, and then you kind of have the cardigan look on the other. On one side, it just looks like an incredibly simple, plain and classic sweater, but on this side, the little buttons, as small as they might be, just makes this piece look so much more chic and so much cuter. Having the versatility to wear this piece in like two different ways, for me, is something that I really love about it, because it just means that I can get more wear and more looks out of this simple knit. Also, for me, the little pearly details are just something really small that kind of enhances the sweater, makes it look a bit more detailed, a bit more interesting, and really feels like it elevates my style compared to if I was just to wear like a simple white knit. The one I'm wearing is also a Cezanne knit, and I don't want to be talking too much about these Cezanne pieces because my next video will actually be like a Cezanne spring review video. But this is another piece from the Cezanne spring line. I feel like this is kind of in some ways similar to the Gaspard in that I can wear it with the buttons facing forward like a cardigan. However, it is also reversible, so you can just have the back facing the front like a sweater with the buttons at the back, which I think is also really cute. This is 100% cotton, whereas the other one was wool blend, so they have very different like textures and looks to them. Both of them kind of act in the same way as being reversible and being both a sweater and a cardigan depending on the look and vibe you're going for. For me, this one it is even more elevated because it has a really cool texture to it. You'll probably be able to see, but it looks like that crochet kind of knit style that is really trendy right now, and it has the most beautiful like cream colored buttons that just gives this piece like a vintage feel to it. I feel like these little details, which may seem so trivial and something like you won't even notice, makes the biggest difference when you're just styling things simply with jeans, because it just adds so much more like visual interest into your outfit. We are getting to the tail end of things. I have two more pieces to show. One of them are these black trousers from Mango. These are just really great pants made out of a lyocell tencel material. Once again, these are wide-legged pants. It's just what I'm drawn to. I love them. Especially when they're super high-waisted. I actually find it super flattering. I always recommend to style wide-legged pants with something more fitted on the top, or even something like sleeveless I think looks really good. However, that's just like the advice I give. In actual fact, I wear them with pretty much everything. The tencel lyocell material on these drape really well, and from the fabric to the cut, this just feels like it has really elevated my wardrobe because it's just such a flattering, elegant pant, whilst of course being very, very simple. I think it goes without saying that the fabric and the cut of an item is so important when it comes to anything, but especially your basics, because if either one of those things are not right, I feel like you just don't get the look that you might be trying to go for. The lucky last clothing item I want to talk about is this checkered blazer that I got discounted from Sandro. I always just stress that I got it discounted because at full price it really is quite an investment, but I was really happy to get it on sale, and I have definitely seen them on sale online as well. So it is just your checkered blazer, but I really like the fit of this one because it's oversized without being too overwhelming. For me, a checkered blazer is absolutely an elevated basic that a lot of people have in their wardrobe. The black blazer I feel like sometimes can look a bit too dressy for like super casual occasions, whereas the plaid blazer for me is just so much easier to style with jeans and with more casual pieces without having that super stark contrast between the blazer and the jeans. It definitely feels like a staple in any kind of modern wardrobe. I do have quite a few plaid blazers that I love, but especially this one I've just been obsessed with because the cut and the fabric, once again like the trousers, are just right. I'll link down below some of my favorites, but this is one of those areas where I definitely feel like trying it on is super important. I could definitely spend an entire video talking about the accessories that I feel like have elevated my wardrobe, but I'm just going to quickly mention a couple of things that especially stand out to me. And if you guys are interested in seeing this in a separate video, let me know and I can go into more detail. This Acne Musubi bag has been my go-to bag when it comes to bring an extra like oomph to very simple classic looks. If I was to wear this bag with my outfit right now, I feel like it really finishes the look. The cardigan obviously has nice texture to it. I'm wearing some like simple wide-legged jeans, and then paired with the details on this Musubi bag, I feel like makes this outfit feel very complete. In the clips, I've been showing this bag quite a lot because it's just one of those things that I feel like does a really good job at finishing an outfit without clashing with it too much either, because it is still in some ways quite like a classic brown bag. I'm gonna get in a bit closer to talk about some of the jewelry pieces I love. I wear these earrings a ton. You'll probably see them in like, I want to say like 80% of my videos when I'm like talking to you guys. I love them. They're from Reliquia, but Misoma does such a similar pair. And I love hoops, and these ones just have a lovely texture and give the right amount of detail. And putting these on, no matter what I'm wearing, I feel like always makes an outfit feel complete. I recently got another piercing, and I'm super excited to kind of get some like smaller hoops or something more dainty to wear as well. And then necklace wise, I love the look of like dainty necklaces layered up. The two pendant ones are from Fedoma. The third one I actually have no idea where it's from. The Fedoma pieces I feel like are just really feminine and a little bit vintage inspired, which I talk about a lot because I'm just really drawn to vintage style things. So this has like a bit of a pearl detailing and then like some gold on the rims, which I think is really pretty. And then the smaller gold necklace has like a mirrored effect, which is really sweet. And just these dainty pieces layered together, I think really finishes a lot of basic outfits. The ring that I often wear is something that I purchased, I think last year, or like early to mid last year, because I just wanted something that I could wear every single day and just kind of keep on. So that's everything that I wanted to talk to you guys about today. I hope this video just gave you a bit of a starting point when it comes to looking for your perfect basics. And if you have any other content you'd like to see from me related to elevating your style or anything else, let me know in the description box, because I do want to film more, but I'm in a bit of like a rut right now where I feel just a bit uncertain on what kind of content to get out. I hope you guys are staying safe and staying sane. I know that I'm definitely trying to at home, because I'm someone that constantly needs to like do something to feel sane. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, please hit the subscribe button if you want to see similar content to this, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!